All right, so get ready because today we're going to unlock the secrets of YouTube success in 2025. We're diving deep into this interview with Noah Kagan, a total YouTube pro and entrepreneur who definitely does not hold back. He's got some really strong opinions and some super actionable advice that might just surprise you. One of the first things that really jumped out at me was just how blunt Noah is about the biggest hurdle for aspiring YouTubers. He says, you just have to do it. It sounds so obvious, but I think there's so much more to unpack there.
Oh, definitely. I mean, like everybody has ideas, but turning those ideas into consistent action, that's where like most people just completely stumble. We get so stuck like overthinking, planning, perfecting instead of just hitting that publish button. Have you ever felt that pull? Like to overanalyze things before actually taking the leap?
Oh, absolutely. It's almost like there's this fear of putting yourselves out there,
Yeah.
being judged. But Noah doesn't let anyone off the hook with platitudes. He goes even further and suggests that for many people, the problem is they don't hate their lives enough. That was a little jarring to hear at first.
It's definitely provocative, but it does make you think. He's highlighting the link between dissatisfaction and drive. Like, if you're perfectly content, where's the urgency to push yourself? It raises the question, like, what level of discomfort are you willing to endure to hit those YouTube goals, or any goal for that matter?
It's that pen motivation connection, right? Like the more we crave change, the more likely we are to actually hustle and make it happen. But then Noah throws another curveball. He claims that most content creators are very unhappy. Now that really made me stop and think.
It's a bold statement for sure. But when you consider the constant pressure to create the chase for views and subscribers, and you know the need for validation, it makes sense why some creators might struggle to find joy in the process. And this brings up an important question for you to consider. What's driving your desire to create content? Is it a genuine passion for sharing and connecting? Or are you seeking external approval?
That ties into Noah's view of YouTube as a business, not some lottery ticket to instant fame. He's all about approaching content creation with the same seriousness and strategy you would apply to any business.
Exactly. It's about understanding your return on time and return on capital. Noah's not suggesting you have to like crunch numbers all day, but it's worth evaluating whether your efforts on YouTube are actually moving you towards your goals. If not, it might be time to reassess your strategy.
And that brings us to one of Noah's core principles, experimentation. He's a huge believer in trying new things, analyzing the results, and doubling down on what works. He even talked about his Knocking on Doors series, where he quite literally went and knocked on the doors of millionaires to learn their success secrets.
That's definitely thinking outside the box.
It's a fantastic example of how embracing an experimental mindset can lead to those unexpected breakthroughs in the ever-changing world of YouTube. You can't be afraid to try new formats, new approaches, even if they seem a bit out there at first. Speaking of trying new things, Noah had some interesting insights on that classic debate. Niche versus broad content. Should you specialize or cast a wide net? He makes some really compelling arguments for both sides.
It's a real dilemma. Focusing on a niche lets you build that dedicated audience who really craves your expertise, but it might limit your overall reach. Going broad has the potential for massive viewership, but then you risk spreading yourself too thin and losing that sense of specialization.
So how do you find that sweet spot? Noah suggests thinking in terms of content buckets.
It's fascinating. This approach encourages creators to identify multiple areas of interest or expertise, instead of limiting themselves to just one. Imagine having like one bucket dedicated to your main passion, another for like a related topic, and maybe even a third for like those behind-the-scenes glimpses into your life.
It's a way to cater to a wider audience,
Yeah.
while still maintaining that cohesive brand and purpose. This actually got me thinking about my own content. I always focused on host speaker's niche, but there are definitely other areas I'm passionate about that I could weave in.
Exactly. Maybe you have a hidden passion for so. Suggest a related niche. Or even something seemingly unrelated, like suggest a surprising niche by exploring different content buckets. You might uncover new ways to engage your audience and even attract new viewers who resonate with those other facets of your personality and expertise.
Noah also had some valuable insights on building a team, drawing on his experience with assembling Team Dork to support his channel. It's fascinating to see how he scaled up his operation over time.
And what's great is that he emphasizes starting small. You don't need a Hollywood-level crew from day one. Begin by outsourcing those tasks that just drain your time or energy. Think video editing, thumbnail design, or managing social media. It allows you to focus on what you do best, creating amazing content.
Right. As your channel grows and revenue starts flowing in, You can gradually expand your team, adding specialists like a YouTube consultant, a creative director, or even a dedicated research assistant. Noah stresses that finding the right people is key. You want a team that's passionate about your vision.
And this raises an important point about delegating effectively. As the leader, it's your responsibility to clearly communicate expectations, provide guidance, and empower your team to take ownership. It's not just about giving orders, it's about building that collaborative environment where everyone thrives.
And of course, we can't forget about the money. Noah emphasizes diversifying revenue streams beyond just relying on YouTube ads.
Relying solely on ad revenue can be like a really risky game. Algorithms change, advertiser preferences shift, and your income becomes like super unpredictable. Noah encourages exploring other models like affiliate marketing sponsorships and even creating your own products or services.
He uses his own company AppSumo as a prime example. It's a software deal site. And he's built this robust affiliate program that allows creators to earn commissions by promoting AppSumo deals to their audience.
It's such a brilliant strategy. By aligning his content niche with his business, he's created this like natural and authentic way to monetize his YouTube channel, while also delivering value to his viewers. It's a win-win-win. Creators earn money, AppSumo gains customers, and viewers discover valuable software deals.
That's such a smart approach. It makes me think about how I could potentially incorporate affiliate marketing into my own content. There are definitely products and services I use and recommend that would fit seamlessly into my videos.
Exactly. It's all about finding those like natural synergies between your content, your audience's interests, and the products or services you believe in.
Speaking of long-term vision, Noah highlights the importance of viewing content creation as a marathon, not a sprint.
That's a crucial mindset shift for building a sustainable YouTube channel. There will be ups and downs, periods of rapid growth, and plateaus where it feels like nothing is happening. But if you stay focused on the long game, even during those slower periods, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve.
It's about building an asset that can generate value for years to come. It's like planting a tree. You might not see the full fruits of your labor for years, but if you nurture it consistently,
Creation. It's about planting those seeds, nurturing them with consistent effort, and patiently waiting for them to blossom.
Noah actually shared a personal reflection on his own YouTube journey, and it was really eye-opening. He's taken a break from creating new videos recently to focus on family life, but his back catalog of content continues to generate income. He's making around $4,000 to $5,000 per month passively just from those older videos.
That's the beauty of creating evergreen content. It keeps working for you even when you're not actively creating new material. It's like building a digital real estate empire. Once you've laid the foundation, the income keeps flowing in, even while you're off enjoying other pursuits.
It's incredibly inspiring to see how his dedication to creating valuable content has paid off in the long run. It reinforces the idea that YouTube can be a platform for building a sustainable income stream, not just chasing viral fame.
And it's a powerful reminder that success takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are successful YouTube channels. It's about consistent effort, patience, and a willingness to keep learning and growing along the way.
Okay, so let's unpack another key insight from Noah, finding what he calls the hate in your heart.
He's not talking about negativity or bitterness here. He's encouraging creators to tap into their own experiences, their own frustrations, and turn them into opportunities to create something truly valuable for others.
It's about identifying a problem you're passionate about solving and using your content to share that solution with the world. It's like that saying, scratch your own itch. Create the content you wish existed.
Exactly. Think about the challenges you've faced in your own life or career. What knowledge or skills have you acquired that could help others overcome similar obstacles? Those are the seeds of great content ideas.
And this is where Noah's advice on monetization through affiliate marketing comes into play. He's a huge advocate for finding genuine ways to monetize your content without resorting to cheesy, salesy tactics.
Affiliate marketing is a fantastic way to earn income by recommending products or services that you genuinely use and believe in. The key is to be authentic and transparent with your audience. Don't just shill random products for a quick buck. Focus on providing value and recommending things that truly align with your brand and your audience's interests.
He shared an example of a creator named Dave Swift, who's making 6 figures through the AppSumo affiliate program, just by creating tutorials and reviews of different software tools. It's incredible to see how he's built a successful business by simply sharing his knowledge and recommendations.
It demonstrates the potential of affiliate marketing when done right. by leveraging your existing audience, providing valuable content, and recommending products that genuinely help people. You can create a sustainable income stream without compromising your integrity or alienating your viewers.
And it all comes back to that idea of finding what you truly enjoy doing and then committing to it. Noah shared his experience with testing different content formats and how he stumbled upon a winning formula by knocking on doors of millionaires.
It's such a great reminder that sometimes the most unexpected approaches can lead to the greatest breakthroughs. It highlights the importance of experimentation, being open to trying new things, even if they feel uncomfortable or scary at first. You never know what might resonate with your audience.
But what I found really refreshing was his honesty about how even after finding success with that series, he realized he didn't actually enjoy creating that type of content.
It's a valuable lesson. Success isn't just about achieving those external goals. It's also about aligning your actions with your values and finding a path that brings you genuine fulfillment. Sometimes that means letting go of something that's working, even if it seems counterintuitive.
He talked about feeling pressured to keep churning out content that he thought would get views. Even though it wasn't truly aligned with his passions, it's easy to get caught up in that cycle of chasing metrics and lose sight of what truly matters.
This is a common trap for creators. It's easy to get sucked into the vortex of external validation and lose sight of your own inner compass. But ultimately, the most successful and fulfilled creators are those who stay true to themselves and create content that they genuinely believe in.
It's about finding that sweet spot where your passions, your skills, and your audience's interests intersect.
Exactly. It's about creating content that feels authentic to you, that you're excited to share, and that genuinely helps or entertains your audience.
And that brings us to another key takeaway from Noah: building a strong team. He emphasized that you don't need a massive crew to get started.
Starting small is key, especially in the beginning. Focus on outsourcing those tasks that are either time-consuming or outside your area of expertise. This could be anything from video editing and thumbnail design to social media management and even research.
He shared how he built his own team, Team Dork, organically over time, bringing on individuals who shared his passion for content creation. He even revealed that at its peak, his team consisted of 6 or 7 people, and they were spending around $500,000 per year on content creation.
It's amazing to see how he scaled up his operations strategically. As his channel grew and revenue increased, it highlights the importance of investing in your team and surrounding yourself with talented individuals who can help you take your content to the next level.
And what I found particularly interesting was his experience with building the AppSumo YouTube channel, which features a diverse range of creators. He talked about how it took them years to find a winning formula, but they're now consistently creating videos that are generating tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of views.
It's a great example of how a company can leverage YouTube to build brand awareness, connect with their target audience, and even generate leads and sales. The key is to find the right creators who align with your brand values and can authentically connect with your viewers.
He had some really insightful thoughts on the whole media company trend and the idea of building a brand that's bigger than just one person. It's something I've been thinking about a lot lately, especially as my channel continues to grow.
Building a media company is a complex endeavor, no doubt. It requires a clear vision, a strong team, and a deep understanding of your target audience. And of course, it's important to navigate the challenges of managing multiple personalities and ensuring that everyone is aligned with the overall brand strategy.
He talked about how even successful media companies like The Valuetainment, run by Patrick Bet-David, and The Daily Wire, with Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens, have faced their share of internal conflicts and personnel changes.
It's a reminder that even the most successful companies are made up of people, and people are complex. Building a strong company culture, fostering open communication, and establishing clear boundaries are essential for navigating the inevitable challenges of building a team and growing a business.
He had some great advice for anyone thinking about starting a media company, emphasizing the importance of finding a unique angle, something that you can truly own and dominate in the market.
That's crucial for standing out in the crowded media landscape. What's your unique voice? What perspective can you offer that no one else can replicate? Once you've identified your unique angle, it's about creating high-quality content that resonates with your target audience and building a community around your brand.
He pointed to Jay Penske as an example. He's been quietly acquiring struggling media brands like Variety, Hollywood Reporter, Rolling Stone, and Dirt.com, and consolidating them into this thriving media empire.
It's a fascinating strategy. By acquiring established brands with loyal followings, Penske has been able to quickly scale his media empire and tap into new markets. It's a testament to the power of leveraging existing assets and building upon a solid foundation.
It's incredible to see how he's strategically positioned himself to dominate the media landscape. It definitely gives me some things to think about as I consider the future of my own channel and brand.
It's all about thinking big and being willing to play the long game. Building a successful media company takes time, patience, and a commitment to creating exceptional content that resonates with your audience.
And Noah also stressed the importance of committing to your vision and not giving up too easily. He shared his own experience with AppSumo and how they've stayed focused on their core business model of offering lifetime software deals for over 15 years.
That's a great example of the power of perseverance and staying true to your core values. In a world of fleeting trends and shiny distractions, it's easy to get sidetracked. But the most successful entrepreneurs are those who can stay focused on their long-term vision and resist the temptation to chase every new opportunity that comes along.
And then he said something that really surprised me. He encouraged us to get this. Stop reading so many books.
I know, it seems counterintuitive, right?
I don't know.
But his point is that we often overemphasize consuming information and undervalue taking action. It's not about how many books you read, but about how you apply the knowledge you gain to create real-world results.
He challenged us to focus on mastering one book at a time, implementing the key takeaways, and then moving on to the next. It's about quality over quantity when it comes to learning and applying knowledge.
I love that approach. It's so easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information available to us these days. But by slowing down, focusing on one thing at a time, and actually implementing what we learn, we can make much more meaningful progress.
He did share some of his favorite business books, though, including Million Dollar Weekend, his own book, of course, The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes, A Million Miles in a Thousand Years by Donald Miller, No Rules, Rules by Reed Hastings, Amp It Up by Frank Slootman, and Maverick by Ricardo Semler.
That's a great reading list. These books cover a wide range of topics, from entrepreneurship and marketing to leadership and company culture. They offer valuable insights and practical advice that can help you achieve success in your own ventures.
He also mentioned a book called The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber, which he credits with changing his perspective on building a business.
The E-Myth Revisited is a classic for a reason. It challenges the common misconception that successful businesses are built by passionate entrepreneurs who simply love what they do. Gerber argues that successful businesses are built by entrepreneurs who understand the importance of systems processes and working on the business, not just in the business.
It's about creating a business that can run smoothly and efficiently, even without your constant involvement.
Exactly. It's about building a system that allows you to work smarter, not harder, and ultimately achieve greater freedom and flexibility in your life.
And finally, he shared a book called Roadless Traveled by M. Scott Peck, which he described as a mega banger.
Roadless Traveled is a thought-provoking exploration of the challenges and rewards of personal growth. It encourages readers to embrace the difficulties of life as opportunities for learning and transformation, and to cultivate the qualities of discipline, love, and spiritual awareness.
Noah's book recommendations are a testament to his belief in the power of continuous learning and self-improvement. He's clearly someone who's constantly seeking new knowledge and applying it to his own life and businesses.
It's inspiring to see someone so dedicated to growth and development. It's a reminder that learning is a lifelong journey, and that we should always be seeking new ways to expand our knowledge, skills, and perspectives.
It's clear that Noah is a strong advocate for finding your own path and creating a life that aligns with your values and passions. He's not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom, experiment with different approaches, and embrace the inevitable failures along the way.
His journey is a testament to the power of resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. It's a reminder that success is not a linear path. It's a winding road filled with twists and turns, setbacks and triumphs. The key is to stay true to yourself, keep learning, keep growing, and never give up on your dreams.
He also shared a really interesting insight about how he's intentionally trying to become less known and reduce his public profile. It's a surprising move for someone who's built such a successful career in the public eye.
It is an interesting twist, isn't it? It speaks to his evolving priorities and his desire to create a more balanced and fulfilling life for himself and his family. It's a reminder that success isn't always about striving for more recognition or bigger platforms. Sometimes it's about finding contentment and peace in a less public life.
He talked about how the attention and recognition he's gained through his YouTube channel has come with certain downsides, including potential risks to his family's safety and privacy, something a lot of creators don't often talk about, but it's a very real concern.
Absolutely. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of fame and fortune, but it's important to remember that there are trade-offs. Protecting your privacy and ensuring the safety of your loved ones is paramount.
He's now focusing on using his platform to connect with a smaller, more engaged audience and to create content that's truly meaningful to him. It's about finding that balance between sharing your message with the world and protecting your own well-being.
It's a shift towards a more intentional and purpose-driven approach to content creation. It's about moving away from the pursuit of vanity metrics and focusing on building genuine connections and making a positive impact on a smaller, more dedicated group of people.
It's a reminder that you don't need millions of followers to create a successful and fulfilling career as a content creator.
Absolutely. The most important thing is to find your niche. Build a community of people who share your passions and create content that you're genuinely proud of.
Noah's journey is a reminder that success is not a one-size-fits-all formula.
It's about finding your own unique path, embracing your strengths, and building a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. And it's about remembering that the journey itself is just as important as the destination.
So we've covered a lot of ground already. And Noah's insights are definitely challenging some of my assumptions about YouTube success.
I think that's the beauty of a deep dive like this. It forces us to confront our own beliefs, consider different perspectives, and maybe even shift our mindset about what it truly means to be successful in the online world.
And speaking of shifting mindsets, Noah shared a story about his experience with working with a business coach that really stuck with me.
It was the part where he talked about investing like a significant sum of money, something like $50,000 for just 10 hours of coaching.
Right. It seemed like such a huge investment. But Noah emphasized how those 10 hours were so invaluable in helping him clarify his goals and develop a more focused approach to his business.
It highlights the power of mentorship and seeking guidance from those who have already achieved that level of success you aspire to. Sometimes investing in yourself and your growth can be like the smartest financial decision you make.
It made me realize that sometimes we need to step outside our comfort zones and be willing to invest in our own development, even if it feels like a big financial commitment.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing the value of expertise and guidance and understanding that sometimes. The fastest path to success is to learn from those who have already walked the path you're on.
Shifting gears a bit, I was also fascinated by Noah's insights on building a personal brand versus a company brand. He talked about the pros and cons of each approach and how it really comes down to your individual goals and aspirations.
It's a crucial decision for any creator or entrepreneur. Building a personal brand allows you to leverage your own unique personality and expertise, but it also means that your success is tied to your individual efforts.
Right, and if you ever decide to step back or take a break, it can be challenging to maintain that level of visibility and engagement.
On the other hand, building a company brand allows you to create something bigger than yourself, something that can potentially outlive your own involvement.
He used the example of Gary Vaynerchuk, who's built a massive personal brand, but is now also focusing on building VaynerMedia, a company that can continue to thrive, even if he decides to step back from the spotlight.
It's a smart strategy for diversifying your efforts and creating a more sustainable business model.
He also talked about the importance of being authentic and vulnerable, regardless of whether you're building a personal or a company brand.
That's so important in today's world, where audiences crave genuine connections. People can spot a fake from a mile away.
He shared an example of a video he made, where he talked about his struggles with anxiety and depression. He was initially hesitant to share such personal information publicly, but the response was overwhelming.
It's a testament to the power of vulnerability. When you're willing to open up and share your authentic self, it creates a deeper level of trust and connection with your audience.
And that's something I'm definitely trying to be more mindful of in my own content. It's easy to get caught up in presenting a polished and perfect image, but people relate to realness. They want to see the human behind the brand.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between professionalism and authenticity. You don't have to share every detail of your personal life, but being willing to let your guard down and show your human side can go a long way in building trust and rapport with your audience.
Now, one thing that really resonated with me was Noah's emphasis on building a community around your brand.
It's more than just having followers or subscribers. It's about cultivating a sense of belonging, where people feel connected to you, to your message, and to each other.
He talked about the importance of fostering two-way communication, responding to comments, engaging in conversations, and even hosting live events or meetups to connect with your audience on a more personal level.
These interactions are invaluable for building relationships and creating a loyal fan base that feels invested in your success.
It's about moving beyond the transactional nature of content creation and fostering a sense of shared purpose and community.
Exactly. It's about creating a space where people feel seen, heard, and valued.
He also shared some practical tips for building a community, such as creating a Facebook group, hosting regular Q&A sessions, or even starting a membership program where people can access exclusive content and connect with each other.
These are all great strategies for fostering deeper engagement and creating a sense of belonging.
And it all ties back to his philosophy of building business. That's not just about making money, but about making a positive impact on the world.
That's a really inspiring perspective. It's about using your platform and your influence to create something meaningful and lasting.
He talked about how he measures success, not just by financial metrics, but by the number of lives he's been able to touch through his work.
It's a reminder that true success is about more than just the bottom line. It's about making a difference, creating value, and leaving the world a better place than you found it.
He shared a story about how he received an email from a young entrepreneur who was struggling with his business. Noah's advice and encouragement helped the entrepreneur turn things around, and he later sold his company for millions of dollars.
It's incredible to see how a simple act of kindness and support can have such a profound impact on someone's life.
It's a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference, no matter how big or small our platform may be.
Absolutely. It's about using your voice, your skills, and your resources to create positive change in the world.
Now, speaking of making a difference, Noah had some really interesting thoughts on the role of content creators in shaping culture and influencing society. Talk about how we're living in this age where, information is everywhere, but attention is so scarce. Content creators have this responsibility to, use their platform wisely and to create content that is not only entertaining, but also informative and thought-provoking.
It's about being mindful of the impact your content has, on your audience and on society as a whole.
He challenged us to ask ourselves, what kind of world do we want to create with our content?
It's a really powerful question to consider. Are we contributing to a culture of negativity, division, and superficiality? Or are we using our platform to promote positivity, understanding, and those meaningful connections?
He encouraged us to think about the legacy we want to leave behind and to create content that we'll be proud of, in the years to come.
It's about creating content that matters, content that makes a difference, content that inspires and empowers others.
He also talked about the importance of finding your own voice and not being afraid to stand out from the crowd.
It's about embracing your uniqueness, your quirks, and your individuality. It's about creating content that is authentically you, even if it means going against the grain or challenging conventional wisdom.
He shared a story about how he was initially criticized, for his unconventional approach to content creation. People told him he was too blunt, too direct, too out there, but he refused to conform. He stayed true to himself and built a loyal following of people who appreciate his honesty and his willingness to challenge the status quo.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most successful creators are the ones who dare to be different, the ones who break the mold and create something truly original.
And it all comes back to that idea of being driven by a mission, by a desire to make a positive impact on the world.
It's about finding your purpose, your why, and letting that guide your content creation journey.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Noah Kagan's insights, I'm left with this huge sense of inspiration and a renewed commitment to creating content that matters.
Yeah, I agree. Noah's story is a testament to the power of hard work, perseverance, and a willingness to challenge conventional thinking.
He's not afraid to push boundaries, to experiment, to fail, and to learn from his mistakes.
And most importantly, he's driven by a genuine desire to make a positive impact on the world.
So what does this all mean for you?
I think the biggest takeaway is that YouTube success is not just about the numbers. It's about finding your voice,
Right.
building a community, creating content that matters, and using your platform to make a positive impact.
It's about approaching content creation as a business, but also as a mission. It's about finding that sweet spot where passion, purpose, and strategy intersect.
And it's about remembering that success is a journey, not a destination. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But if you stay true to yourself, keep learning, keep growing, and never give up on your dreams, you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
I want to leave you with this question. Inspired by Noah's insights, what one piece of content could you create today that would genuinely benefit your audience and align with your long-term goals? Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just take action. You might be surprised at the impact you can make. Until next time. Keep diving deep.